Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bowman here, and we're continuing on in our playthrough of Planescape Torment, and today we're talking to Marquez, and he's going to help us hopefully assemble this key that we need. So here we go. You see a burly blond man wearing the armor of a harmonium officer. His face is rosy with drink, and behind his smile his eyes are filled with bitterness. He launches into speech without preamble. Here's the deal. Slavers have kidnapped Bars's daughter. It's your job to get her back. I'll tell you where to find them. You go kill them and report back to me, and I'll help you find the Deva you're looking for. I'll even teach you weapons. Agreed? Agreed. Last I heard, the slavers were to the east in Inner Cursed. They've got the nod from the city guard. Find them, make sure Bars's daughter is alright, and kill him. When you're done, come back here, and I'll tell you the first part of the key you need to find the Deva. Fine. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
You see a man dressed in armor with a sword slung on his side. He watches you warily as you approach. Greetings. He nods to you, then quickly glances about. And to you, what do you want? I wanted to ask you some questions. I'm new to Curse, so I doubt I can answer your questions. I'll try, though. If I may ask, why are you in Cursed? I'm a mercenary by trade. I was told there was a lot of work to be had in Cursed, so I came to sign up. Most of the damn city's sealed off because of the plague, though. I can't get to where I need to go. Where do you need to go? The Quartered Man. It's a gathering spot for mercenaries, but you can't get in that part of the city now. I see. Is that them? Help me, please. Kill them before they enslave me. You see a heavy-set harmonium guard. He looks grizzled, grim, and partly drunk. He keeps an eye on the slaves they've been rounding up and talks to you out of the corner of his mouth. What do you want? I'm here to get Tainted Bars's daughter back. You want to buy her back? Talk to Sketch about it. Then he's the one in charge. Who are you? He grunts. What does it look like? Harmonium recruiters. What are you doing? What's it look like? Sketch calls it recruiting. I call it a slave run. Do I care? Nah. It's good money. He looks at you carefully. You want something? I'm here to shut it down. Huh. Why tell me? Now I gotta kill you.
Maximally efficient strike.
Learned from
Chief, you watch your back here, okay? This place is filled with backstabbers.
I think maximally efficient strike. Modem damaged.
What's up?
Endure. I hear your
Awaiting
words.
order. Error.
I will hear
Northern
you.
address. Error.
May my face lend me strength.
Balance
Packet
in
drop.
all things.
Reiterate request.
The young woman, hair mussed up, clothes disheveled, is trying to smile at you through her choking sobs. Thank you. I thank you so. My name is Jaisla. Listen, I must go now, stranger, but thank you again. He's trying to hide the anxious look in his eyes, and he asks his question. Have you found out anything about my daughter? I'm very worried about her. Please tell Marquez if you hear anything. Yes, she should be returning here shortly. I'll go tell Marquez farewell. Marquez looks up from the table as you approach. You hear about Bars's daughter? She's free. She should be back here shortly. He claps you on the shoulder. Good work. You want the first part of the key that will get you under cursed? Here it is. Such a place eternal justice is prepared for those rebellious. Go talk to Kitla over there. She's got the second part of the key, or I can teach you weapons.
Updated my journal. The teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
You see a tall, striking woman. She stands staring at the walls of the tavern without seeing them, her hands slowly curling into fists and unclenching. When she sees you, her eyes dart across your clothing and gear, and then back to your eyes. A sardonic smile crosses her face, and she looks away again. Looking for something, Cutter? She says, still not looking at you. I understand you're the next person I am to talk to about this key. About the key, She arches her eyebrow at you. You want to know what you have to do for it, don't you? It's easy enough, friend. Interested? Of course you are. You've come to talk to me about it. Are you ready to listen? I guess is the real question. Tell me what I have to do.
Updated my journal.
There are 2 men here named Crumple Punch and Kester. Crumple Punch is the smith. Kester is the distiller. They both owe me a lot of money. One of them owes the other as well, though, and so neither of them is paying me. They're arguing about an inheritance. Give me the legacies they're holding on to. I can bargain with them very efficiently then. Feeling that, get them to solve their problems with each other or kill them, and I'll give you the second part of the key. Will do. Farewell. The sour-looking burly man glares at you as you interrupt his work. He seems a little slow but earnest, not as poisonous as the others in this town. Hey, what do you want? Who are you? I'm Crumple Punch Malako, the town smith. You want something? I've heard there's some trouble between you and your brother. I'd like to help. Oh, you have you? Is my business with my book-learned brother the whole town's gossip, then? Is my younger brother spreading stories against me? Am I to be slandered just 'cause I ain't educated? The plains be against me. He shakes his fist at the sky. I'm actually interested in clearing the matter up. He looks at you shrewdly. Here's the story, then. Our father was a barmy old bastard, but a wealthy one. He left us the smithy and his distillery when he died. But now my brother's trying to cut me out of the distillery, which always made more coin, and I'm trying to get it back. I got a legacy to prove it, but I ain't so smart with this stuff, and I don't trust anyone in this town to help me. You help me, I'll give you some jink, and I'll live by your decision. Alright, I'll need your legacy to look it over.
Updated my journal.
Well, alright, I guess you gotta study it up to make sure it's on the up and up. He passes you a crumpled water paper. Thanks, I'll let you know what happens.
I'm gone.
You see a lean man with deeply tanned skin and piercing green eyes. Welcome to the Malako Brothers Distillery, he cries, as if he could think of no one he'd rather see than you. What can I do for you today? Your brother sent me. He says he wants a negotiation about the inheritance between you and your father. Oh, he did he? Well, I'll make sure to your reward is more handsome if you decide my way. Tell you what, you get his legacy from him, study it, and convince him that you'll arbitrate it. You'll get a nice reward too. How's that sound? I'll need your copy of the legacy to look over. He looks at you suspiciously, then relents. If it'll get it done faster and better for me, all right, here. He passes it over to you. Great, farewell. All right. Her eyes gleam in a half-light of the tavern. Do you have anything for me, scarred man? I have both their legacies here. Really, give them to me, and I'll give you the second part of the key. Here you go. She takes them from you and laughs evilly. Now, let's see them tell me they can't find a way to pay me. She tucks the legacies away into a pouch at her belt. Are you ready for the second part of the key? Yes, tell me. She concentrates for a moment, and her voice takes on another deeper tone as she intones these words. Here their prison ordained in utter darkness. She pauses and speaks normally. For the third part of the key, go talk to Nabat over there. She yawns mightily. I'm exhausted. Take this and then leave me alone for a time. I need to think about my next steps here. Farewell.
Updated my
Experience has
journal.
increased my skills.
Nope, wrong person. You see an angel-faced man, his eyes squinting nearly shut as if unwilling to watch the world's horrors, or let the world see the horrors inside him. And yet his face is seased with smile lines. His voice is friendly and lackadaisical as he greets you. Hi, I hear you're looking for a certain key? I am. The caretaker of the town dump is a man named Kais. Scuttlebutt has it that he's got plenty of gold hidden underneath his floorboards, and there's a gang of ruffians who plan to take it from him. I've got my reasons that they don't. Go talk to Kais and get the story from him. Do it and I'll give you the key, and if you're interested, I can show you some of my tricks of stealth.
Updated my journal.
Alright. You see a scruffy old man who reeks of garbage. He seems somehow more vital than most of the people of this town, more vibrant, as if he didn't quite belong here. He looks up at you as soon as you approach and straightens his back. Come to see Kais? Heard stories of wisdom and righteousness? Examples to be set up and lived by? I heard you're having trouble with a group of thugs. Word is the man, a leader of lice, a collector of sins. He tells me I have coin, that I should give it to him, but my wealth lies solely in my heart and my faith. I have told him this. I fear he does not believe. Go, convince him of this, please. He stands in the inner crust on the southern side near the wagons. You see a burly thug, his face is scarred and increased with countless tales of violence, and his voice comes like gravel scraping over a seabed. What do you want, Burke? I've come to talk to you about Christ, the dump caretaker. Has the poor little man heard we're coming for his money? He scratches himself. You go back and tell him he's given up or he's a dead man. Go on now. I had a few questions first. I ain't stinking tout. You want with someone with questions? Ask someone who cares. I don't know. Get out of here before I put my boys on you.
Sings true.
You saved my life. Kai seems vaguely stupefied that this would happen and cursed. I owe you much. Should you ever require healing, come seek me. I'll provide what assistance I can. Excuse me, I must go sit down.
Done.
The bat gives you a huge smile as you walk in. I hear you're done. That means you get the third part of the key. His eyes blaze for just a moment, and the verse tells forth. Their portions set. When his eyes return to normal, he shrugs. Not much of a verse, I'm afraid, but it'll have to do. Thanks for your help. The next portion of the key is with Delan. He's the one with the young female friend over there, or I could train you in some thieving tricks.
Updated my journal.
Nope. Oh. Didn't even know there was another room. You see a tall man with shoulder-length black hair and piercing blue eyes. Wherever he looks seems to smolder under his gaze. Standing next to him is a quiet young woman who smiles vaguely at all he says. He turns those bright blue eyes at you and smiles largely. I'm Dallin. You're looking for a key? That's right. What do I have to do for it?
Updated my journal.
It's simplicity itself. One of the city leaders is having a bit of a political difficulty, shall we say. One of his enemies on the city council is causing him some trouble. Go talk to him about it and see what you can do to help him out. His name is Anzulius. He's a Githyanki, and you'll find him near the gate to Carcery in the center of town. Very well. You see a swallow-skinned Githyanki, thin of face and mean of eye, stalking deliberately. You can practically smell his rage. As you approach, he looks up at you. What do you want? I had a few questions for you. We are here to help, Githyanki. What draws him here, away from the song of blood woven by his brothers? Githyanki's eyes narrow. I have cast aside the hatred I bore for your people. I have risen above the petty feud between our two races. For this they exiled me, but in my heart I have bested them. Can you say the same? Alright, you two, cut it out. I had some questions. A friend told me you were in need of help. His intensity doubles. What have you heard? Simply that you are having difficulties with the political enemy. His eyes widen for just a fraction of a second and narrow again. I see. And are you going to help me? Yes. This is what you must do. The woman, Sibaha, she has been selling her influence to the highest bidder, undercutting my position with the burgher of this town. I wish you to humiliate her. All you need to do is tell the captain of the guards that she has attempted to hire you to attack me, and you shall be well rewarded. You can find her, if you desire, near the administration building.
Updated my journal.
This woman wears a haughty expression on her aquiline face, and her contempt for you is obvious as she speaks to you. I'm a busy woman. Do not detain me long. I spoke with Enzuius. He had an interesting proposition. He's plotting some sort of defamation of me again, isn't he? What will it take to reverse my latest trick? How about if I double whatever he's paying you? Alright, you've got a deal. Then go do whatever he has asked you to do me, but switch our roles, I'll see you rewarded handsomely.
Updated my journal.
I'll be back then. One of the officials of this town has asked me to murder another one of them. I thought I'd better warn you. He shakes his head. I may look stupid to you, but Burke, I ain't getting involved in political squabbles. I value my job and my life. Take it to the captain. He's over by the Midtown gate right before you head through the other part of town. Farewell, then. You see a crisp military fisherman dressed in the outfit of a cursed guard, but he seems even more authoritative. He turns a contemptuous eye to you. What did you want? One of the officials of this town has asked me to murder another one of them. I thought I'd better warn you. His eyes sharpen behind his helm. Give me the name. Who's planning what? Let's see. Enzuius asked me to frame Sibaha, who asked me to do the same to Enzuius. They're both corrupt. Both of them, eh? Good. This should really solidify my control in this city. They'll be gone before you know it. My thanks, stranger. Sure, farewell.
Updated my journal.
I heard all about your fine work, friend. That was an interesting little turnaround. How'd you like cursed politics, He quaffs his ale. Here's your payment from my end. His voice deepens, taking on an almost ritualistic tone. As far as removed from the gods and light of heaven. His voice normalizes, and he says, for the final portion of the key, talk to Dona Quisho over there. Thanks.
Updated my journal.
You see a red-haired woman, short and plump. Her face is lined with cares, worries, and hatreds that seem to have festered far too long. She rasps out, You're the one wanting to get underground, eh? You'll need to do Dona Quisho a favor before she gives you her piece of the key. There's a friend, a fiend locked up here in town. I need him freed. She presses a scroll into your hands before you have a chance to react. Tell me what I have to do. Find the grain silo in town. Find the pentagram inscribed into the floor in it. Use that scroll nearby, and when Agril Shenik appears, free it. Make whatever bargains you like with it, but set it free. I don't care what you do then.
Updated my journal.
Let's see.
Done.
You see an empty pentagram. The air in it is dry and cold. A feeling of great evil permeates the area. Examine the scroll of Dona Quisho. The air darkens for a moment, and there is a sense of wind rushing through your head and heart. When your vision clears, a towering fiend stands before you. You see a huge creature. It stands over 15 feet in height. Its massive torso sprouts forearms, 2 that end in pincers and 2 with clawed hands. The head is like a dog with sharp fangs and violent eyes. It gazes at you steadily. Greetings. The creature's gaze never wavers as it continues to stare at you. Finally, you get a tugging at your mind, and a voice speaks in your head. Greetings to you as well, human. I am Agril Shenik. Why are you here? I have some questions. This amuses me. You may ask. Donna Quisho sent me to free you. What's in it for me if I do? My gratitude will know no bounds. I will lay the plains themselves at your feet. Free me. I need something more concrete than words. If you can't deliver, I must be leaving. Very well. You feel his eyes boring into you as he thinks. I will grant you a magical weapon. A weapon of great power. A weapon to bring your foes to their knees. I will grant you the Heart Grinder. Heart Grinder? Yes, a weapon dear to me, but one I would sacrifice for my freedom. What say you? Will you free me for Heart Grinder? Yes, tell me how. He points a clawed finger at the edge of the pentagram. Simply break the diagram by erasing a small portion. He looks at you, his eyes boring into your skull. You kneel, touch the diagram, and a surge of energy washes up your arm. With a quick stroke, you erase a part of it. Just as quickly, the energy fades, and you hear a cry of triumph within your mind. Free at last. I'll take Heart Grinder now. Yes, I will abide by our bargain, human. The weapon is yours, and freedom is mine. A fair trade. He glares at you for a moment, and then a rusty axe appears in his hand. He offers it to you. It looks like nothing, but it is powerful. You have done me a great service, and out of gratitude I will not slay you. He points a clawed finger at you. Know this, however. If ever we meet again, you shall rue the day. Farewell.
Chief, I won't fail you again, I swear.
What'd you do? Three to 10. You're done, ain't you? Yes, you are, but where's Agril Shenik? I'm sure it'll be around shortly. She cackles. And we shall make our own plans and lay our traps, and they shall rule their mistakes. Oh yes. She presses a bag of coins into your hands. Here's the last part of the key, as far from the center thrice to the utmost pole. Go on back and talk to Tainted Barse now. He'll steer you right. Still cackling, she gathers her belongings and scurries out.
Updated my journal. I feel stronger.
Alright everyone, I think we'll end this episode here before we go underground. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Planescape Torment. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you all in the next one.